I think I'm tired of all these frustrations, pollution metaphors, and of all the different races. My legs are tired of running from all these scary faces. Gotta look them in their mug and tell them that I'm not complacent or just in it for the thrill. Yo, these vultures got contacts cause I hear them in my skull. They telling me to pedal forward, but I can't stay underdone and play harmonicas a hum. Is it brandy or the rum? These clowns is in it for the fun or the tang of the juice, so that they can let loose in the bar or the club, playing the role of Mama Goose, the Shabine Queen. Gotta wake up in the mo and look back on the life of her dirty drugstore. Off a malt and pay the cheese so that she can pay the least to get the keys. Yo, I'm only really in it for the steez. That and the music and the hip-hop poetry. Who's a dope MC?
Okay, first question. Where are you from?
I'm from Johannesburg.
Always lived here?
Yeah, I was
your whole life?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm English, so because my father spent his life in the UK. So then yeah, so that's how kind of like some people always ask me about my accent. But yeah, South African from Joburg.
And you've never actually lived that side?
I spent a month in France in December because I have a lot of family there, and that's also where I discovered a lot of different types of music, different artists, so kind of influences.
Like your sound?
Yeah.
And like how old were you when you like started getting into hip hop?
Like always, like I think the first album I ever bought was an Outkast album. I was 8. And I just always listened to it to repeat the rhymes. But I've always been like making music, I think since I was 13. But it was just for fun, like at home when I was bored.
Like on your PC or something?
Yeah, exactly. And then I never got serious until like last year, I think.
And like what kind of influences your sound?
It's usually emotional experiences in my life. I don't really take people's views or anything. I don't let other outside influences. So whatever happens or however I'm feeling, then I'll just write it down or put it into a beat. And so it's completely from myself.
When I was listening to Joburg City, I noticed in the beginning there's kind of like a sample. Is it a sample or is it like original?
It's a sample, but it's from a film. It's called Jim Comes to Joburg. I think it's easier for me to sample films because not a lot of people do it.
Yeah, because most people would sample obviously like a song or something.
Yeah, a really old song. And it's actually, from a film, Jim Comes to Joburg, so people should watch it. A lot of people have seen it actually. Like it was at a festival recently, so that's how I found it.
That's how
yeah.
And like what kind of artists do you listen to, like locally and internationally?
Locally, I listen right now. I never used to listen to South African hip hop. I thought it was I thought it was a bit mainstream party music, so I didn't really like it. But now there's like a whole new underground movement that's happening with like Dirty Paraffin and Malum Cool Cat and people. I think.
And he's blowing up right now.
Yeah, he is. He's getting really big. So that's the kind of South African music I'm listening to. South African and international. There's a whole new rap scene. So like still underground people like Schoolboy Q and like Joey Badass and everything. And a lot of people are actually my age, so kind of helps with the whole circle. Like you can see what other people are doing and try to get into that scene. It's much easier.
Who's your favorite artist? Give me one local, one international.
Okay, favorite local artist. That's a tough one. Like of all time or right now, and like what genre? Because I listen to a lot of different genres.
Any genre.
Okay, South Africa, that's Miriam Makeba, especially stuff from the 60s, the old jazz. So
I got that so much from your Joburg City like song. I could get that kind of Sapphire Town kind of vibe, that old school vibe. And
international or is Outkast.
Outkast.
Yeah, that's me. I buy every single album.
Even the
everything.
Solo one.
Yeah.
I think Andre 3000 is actually putting out an album soon.
Well, he keeps denying it.
And like, how does living in Joburg in the city influence like the people that you hang out with, your music, your sound?
I think because I'm lucky that I was born when I was, because there's no limitations at all, like racially or like economically. I can hang out with anybody. And also in Joburg, there's no limitations. You can just do what you want to do and be who you want to be, and nobody really cares. No one judges you. So I think that's also a big part of it. You can just express yourself.
I get that. Are you signed to a label right now?
No, so independent. I'm doing everything myself. So like videos, beats, everything, recording.
And like how's that going? Trying to push a movement by yourself?
I think it's easier because it's not really a movement, but it's easy because then you don't really have any pressure. You can just do what you want to do. Nobody can tell you what to do. So you can do everything yourself. you could like, there's no also time restrictions, so you could wake up whatever time in the morning, 3 in the morning, make a full beat, and that's yours. There's no pressure to be at work a certain time or show up at a certain place. You can there's a whole lot of freedom that comes with it. So it's easier.
Like, what are your plans for like the future now that you started getting serious about your music?
Well, I can't reveal anything big, but I do have some dope things lined up, so people should just stay posted. But I already announced with the UK blog that I'm doing an EP next year sometime. So where I'll release like 5 or 6 songs. So I think people can look forward to that. And depending on the reception on that, then people can decide. Then I'll see how it's judged, and then from there maybe I'll do something further than that.
And actually, EPs right now are the way most artists break into the industry.
I noticed that, but I didn't like. I thought maybe it's becoming overplayed, so I might not do an EP, because like a lot of people are doing. Everyone's doing one. Everybody's got an EP coming soon. So, but it depends on the reception. I don't want to put out too many songs and then nobody cares enough. But I also don't want to put out anything at all, and then people don't think I'm doing anything. Yeah.
Think you like being serious about what you're doing.
So I don't know. I'll come out with something next year.
And like, what's your dream collaboration? If you could like get one artist, dead or alive, who would you love to do something with?
That's a tough one. I think Koreka in Lesotho, from Lesotho, and he's also. I'm actually speaking to him right now. So, but I'm starting out like, if I can get him, then I'll be really happy.
What kind of music does he do?
He's a rapper, but he also, like me, listens to a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, so.
I think that's the best way, when you don't just put hip hop into your music. You put a lot of sounds, because most people now don't like their time attention span is quick.
Yeah.
So if your sound is one track minded, they move on to the next thing.
And people always like try to be the same. Not enough people being original. The only way to be original is to mix different things together, so that you have a wider, not only a wider fan base, but a wider appeal as well.
You know, like people like Pharrell, for instance, he produces for everyone.
Yeah.
So he pop, R&B, he does hip hop, which is kind of why he is so respected and he's so big in the industry.
Definitely.
And do you think your race has any limitation into how people take your credibility as an artist?
Well, if they judge me beforehand, then they'll easily not judge me after they hear what I can do. I don't think it should play a role, because especially in the USA and the UK, there are a lot more white rappers as well, and also I'm a producer as well as a rapper, and there are way more white producers than rappers. So to me, I've never had it restrict me before. I hope it doesn't. So.
I get that. I mean, I get that, because Jay-Z's last album, he worked with Rick Rubin. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
And he did most of that album and Yeezus.
Yeah.
Which kind of proves your point
I
that...
didn't listen to Yeezus, so I tried to avoid it.
I'm not even going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But good to meet you. We can't wait to hear more from you. And
I'll keep it posted.
But we'll make sure we keep promoting you on our blog and listen out for what you're doing.
That's good, thanks.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, no problem.